Welcome everyone to AED&D. It is Wednesday tonight because of Thanksgiving. Everyone watching this and listening will be a little bit behind, but now you're gonna find out how far behind you actually are. So check out the Twitch stream. We are doing Barntome tonight, which is run by the Man Bear,
And
and
me.
Donnie and I, or Donnie and I will be the characters playing Drusilla and Sarah respectively.
Yep.
So I'm now gonna hand it off to the Man Bear as our now the trusted DM. Instead of him calling me that, we get to call him that.
You
And
sound better as a trusted DM.
all right, fine, I'll keep the name. Twist my arm, why don't you?
The untrusted DM.
I like that one. I'll take that one.
Perfect. All right, so gonna hand it on over to Man Bear, and gonna get this started. By the way,
to recap.
you both forgot to remind me to record.
Yep, totally did. To recap, we left off with the group getting ready.
Get this started. By the way,
to recap.
you both forgot to remind me to record.
Yep, totally did. To recap, we left off with the group getting ready for our big once a month battle at Capitol, aka Golden Hill. Donnie Danger, aka Drusilla Gravemore, has decided to pick up a profession and ventured into the sewers for some ungodly reason to meet this crazy old man who taught her soul enchanting. Sarah Snow has decided to work on her own profession of alchemy, as well as possibly do some training with the local guard. We have 3 days, I believe, until the coming invasion. And tonight is going to be a bit of a shorter session because I don't want to stop in the middle of the invasion, mainly due to, again, holiday requirements. I'm not going to be able to do all the way through. So we're going to do a shorter session, just the 3 days up until the battle. And then next week, you guys can just tune in and join us for the big battle, which I'm sure Drusilla and Sarah are going to hate me for.
You're gonna have to top one of Donnie's.
Oh, don't even tempt me, man.
Oh,
So
I don't like where this is going.
so far, I think the worst one I've done was when he tried to pair me up against what he thought was the superior way of building my character.
I remember that one. yeah, yeah, yeah. Donnie, our fearless other DM, has a very, very linear way of doing his campaigns, which me and Bork love to fuck with.
It winds up not being linear in the end.
No, no, not linear at all.
All right.
And always chaotic.
I do my
Okay,
best.
so let's kick this off. Okay, so we got 3 days left. Last thing I recall, Sarah was planning on going to the arena for this day, and Drusilla was going to try to create some more soul stones and maybe study her new enchanting book as well, if I remember correctly.
Okay, I spent all of one day already studying the enchanting book, right?
No, you spent half a day
Half
because
a day.
you slept in due to being out late to learn how to create soul stones and everything. God, I have cast.
Did I learn anything from that?
You have it's in the professions page, man. Check the professions page.
Doesn't seem anything has been gleaned from that. So yeah, I'll spend the day reading the book.
Did you not check the professions page? You learned the rune for 1 damage.
This is what he's talking about.
Oh, I thought that was the very first thing I got from trapping the rat.
No, you learned how to create soul stones, and you got the soul stone spell.
Oh,
The
yeah, I learned how
professions
to.
the professions page is where I'm going to keep the recipes.
Okay, I learned the recipe for actually taking that common soul and turning it into a weak rune of 1 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep studying the book.
Oh, so
I'll
that's how this
spend
works.
I don't have any more actual soul gems, do I?
Nope, you do not. Uh, the uh, the old man stole them from me when he kicked you out of his room.
Well, okay, that's actually the priority then is getting more soul gems. So yeah, I'll try to get 5 basic soul gems. I'll
Well,
spend my day gathering those and enchanting them, however much time is needed to do so before studying the book.
okay. Sarah, well, what are your plans? Are you gonna stick with going to train, or have you come up with something else in the week?
I had a process because is this the first or second day that I'm training? I thought I was doing.
You went there at the end of the last day, but you didn't actually train. You decided to do a morale boost instead of actually training.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You kind of taught the archery people a little bit. You
Okay,
talked with
okay,
the soldiers.
that is the day I was thinking of. Okay, yeah. So today I'm gonna go in the morning and train myself, and then I'm gonna do some like help or and then learn people or do my own training and then train other people in the second half of the day.
Okay, okay, I can work with that. So we'll start off with you then. So you get up. You both get up early this morning. You both rested pretty well last night. Um, Head downstairs, have your meal. Are you two gonna talk at all, or are you just gonna kind of keep going your own ways as you have been?
Did I get any? Have I learned anything from my late night study sessions of the alchemy?
You haven't learned any new recipes yet. No. You've been working on it, and you kind of gleaned a few small tidbits towards recipes you already have, but you haven't actually learned a new recipe yet. You are working with a tarnished beginner alchemy book, so it's not going to be, you know, easy to learn.
Okay. Do I get at least 1 point for like the last 3 nights?
I'm keeping track of that on my own side.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I,
Yeah, I'm feeling chipper. I'm gonna grab food and then wait for Drusilla.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab food and I'm gonna try and act disinterested in what Sarah's doing. But if she doesn't say anything first, I'm gonna say something mid meal.
Yeah. I'll leave it up to you to roleplay that.
Okay, so sitting there waiting, eating. Drusilla sits down. I'm assuming,
Yep. I come
and
down.
then
I sit.
I'm gonna go. Good morning, Drusilla. Uh,
Oh,
was today a better wake up than yesterday? You didn't get back as late as you did the day before.
yes. A certain prankster was feeling a bit rambunctious, and I have a theory on who that might be.
Oh, really? What happened?
I'm not going to say. I think you already know.
Um, yeah, I don't know. All I know is you got in after I left because you were not in your bed when I left the inn yesterday.
Mm, let's just say it was enlightening because it was a bright flash of light.
Can I bef- going back before she said that? Can I roll bluff?
Sure.
To
Are you
I'm
trying to bluff or sense?
No, I'm trying
sense
to
or-
bluff so that she believes that I left before she did. She woke up.
Yeah, roll bluff. Drusilla, roll charisma as well to see if she successfully bluffs you.
That's no fair.
The way it
I think
works.
that's what we've been doing when players roll bluff or charisma checks against each other.
Mhm. It's gonna be a hard one to beat. Yeah. So Drusilla is absolutely just completely buys into everything you're saying right now. Like her attempt to be nonplussed with what you're doing has kind of backfired, and now that you're actually talking to her, you've like drawn in her complete curiosity and interest.
Damn it. That must mean the assassins have placed a mark on my door.
Don't sweat it. Here, I hand her uh my an accuracy potion.
What's this?
Um, Specifically, I want to give her the one where she has to roll percentage and get over 50%.
Okay. So make sure you uh
I'll put it in parentheses.
well just give it to Donnie when you take this potion in your inventory. It's +1 accuracy, but you have to roll a D100 and get over 50%. Get over 50, I
Yeah.
believe was what I told you.
Here, I'll
So
put it
that
in your inventory.
yeah, there we go.
What the?
But yeah, so that happens.
Oh my god,
Let's-
your thing's tight.
Yeah, it is. He needs an extra column. Well, Sarah, I'm sorry for doubting you.
Hang on. Let me just fix this real quick so I can add this. It's like, uh, so I hand her I'm like, here, have this. Um, you're probably gonna need it in this upcoming fight. I say that as I'm handing it to her.
Okay.
Well, this is actually pretty appreciated. Maybe I could, hmm, I will return this favor. A Dark Lord can't be in debt.
Um, I respond with my do you want to know what it is, or are you just gonna?
Oh, I thought I knew what it was. We said accuracy potion like 5 times. Uh,
No, I was telling the DM I was giving you an accuracy potion, which it was, but I only handed you a potion on the table.
oh, and, what exactly is this, Sarah?
It's an accuracy potion, and I chuckle.
So what, I drink it and I get better at aiming?
That's the goal.
When
Yeah,
did you learn to make something like this? Did you make this?
I did. I've been working on my alchemy, and this is one of my new spells.
Very interesting. You're not the only one who's been studying. I'll show you up in time, and I'll return this favor twofold. A Dark Lord can't be in debt after all.
Okay. I I just thought it'd be a nice gesture because we've been on adventures for so long.
Well, I mean,
As long as you don't call me your minion, we can call it even.
I think we're past that.
Just like to solidify it, Can never be too sure sometimes.
More like rivals.
I could do that. So I'm gonna go over to the training arena today. Are you challenging what was it, Farlight today? Do we get a
No,
show?
no, no. Don't be crazy. Why? Why would you think I would do something like that?
Uh isn't that who you were fighting the other day?
No, I'm her minion for now, and if she has anything she needs me to do in her service, I do it. I wouldn't dare challenge her power. I mean, her authority.
Okay. Gotcha.
That would be disrespectful. Not that I couldn't.
Okay. Well, I guess it's only people who wipe the floor with you that you have this opinion towards.
Sarah, not in here. I get really close and whisper.
Can I see if there's anyone in like the actual in eating breakfast or if everyone left?
Yeah, there's people. There's always people.
Oh,
It's not crowded like say dinner crowded, but there's the normal crowd. There's a couple people at the bar having a drink.
damn it! I was really hoping that she would lean in to whisper something to me, and then I would just be able to be like, "Hey, there's no one here." Okay, so you lean in and whisper.
Yep.
Are you gonna whisper something?
Yeah, like what are you whispering here, man?
I said, shh, not in here.
Oh,
Don't. Yeah, that's all. Don't tell people I got my ass kicked.
go. Oh, my bad, my bad. Um, at this point, I'm assuming I'm done eating.
Yeah, you can be done whenever you want.
Oh, by the way, Sarah, you haven't seen the militia training, have you?
Um, I just told you I was gonna go see them.
Yeah, you were on your way. You haven't been there yet, have you?
Oh, in that way. I was there yesterday.
Oh, well, not that I'm particularly care, but do they seem like they're ready?
More ready this time than last time.
Oh, good, good. I mean, okay.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay, just making sure. Um,
Same here.
at that point, I get up and leave.
I get up and leave as well.
I get up and leave faster.
I rush towards the door. I try to shove
Yeah.
Cher out of the way so I can get up.
Roll agility checks to both of you. You really want to play it like that.
No, I was just playing a joke.
I wouldn't put it past either of you to do it. So
I got 1 point higher than Sarah.
you get, come on, you
So
gotta get
I
used.
got a 10.
I got an 11.
So you both get up, and Drusilla, feeling a little confrontational as per the normal, sees Sarah getting up to go train, and so feels like she needs to get a jump on the day. So she jumps out of her chair and just barely ekes out the door as Sarah's opening it, and you know does that whole thing where you kind of just like slide through as somebody else is opening the door.
Kind of how like you steal a cab in New York.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, I do that. I say, first place, Sarah.
So I guess we're
Really
starting with
want
Drusilla.
yeah, well, might as well. Okay, so Drusilla, you know that in order to make soul stones, you need either gems, even though you haven't been able to turn the low quality emerald into anything yet, but technically you should be able to.
I know. The rule
Um,
is it goes into the weakest soul stone that can take it. I mean the first
no,
soul stone,
yeah, it'll fill if it's basically a common soul will go into a common gem. But if you don't have any common gems and you have a greater soul stone, then it'll fill the greater soul stone.
which is
So you
why
gotta
I need some common ones, just in case I don't have anything. I need to trap some basic ones.
all right, so you know that you know you can make common soul stones out of pretty much any sort of rock or gem. Um so roll you don't need to spend long since the city is in construction and everything. Um yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You just spend a good hour picking up 5, 6 rocks. Where do you want to go to try to actually turn them into soul stones?
Um, Again, my room because I need uninterrupted concentration to do so. I
So
would do
you head back to the inn. Now you head back to the inn. So let's say roll. You got 6 rocks. So roll 60-20.
can't tell if my screen's loading or if I need to roll again.
I don't have anything.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again. There we
There
go.
we go. Okay, so on your first try, you're still a little wild up and a little frustrated from all the stuff this morning with Sarah and your own little personal competition. So you managed to turn, I'm going to say 3 of the rocks into soul stones. So you have 3 common soul stones now.
That's
Um, but you spent 4 or 5 hours trying to do this. Since
sheesh.
that's gonna be the balance I have here. Since I'm not making soul stones cost you anything to create, they're gonna take time.
Am I
Like,
getting better at this?
well, as you level the skill, you can choose to either increase the amount you make or increase or decrease the amount of time it takes. But for now, you're still just starting. So even connecting with just basic rocks is going to be hard for you.
This counts 3 uses?
Huh? Yeah. The 3 you created would count as uses.
Alright. Okay, well, geez. And now I need 1 to, enchant my actual jewel,
Well,
because in
no,
order
you're thinking about this wrong. To enchant, you just need the soul stone and whatever you're going to enchant and the pen that you got. You use the pen to engrave the rune on the item. You use the soul stone to charge the rune, thus activating the enchantment.
yeah, I misworded that. I meant I needed to turn the actual jewel in my inventory into a soul stone, so I
Yeah,
could trap a greater soul.
but you have to have souls in order to do that. Right now, you have empty soul stones. There's no soul trapped in them, so they're useless.
Wait, so my jewel, the one I bought from, Cloudfing is actually ready to absorb a soul?
No, you still have to turn that into a soul stone as well.
That's what I meant. I wanted to turn that into a soul stone.
So you're gonna try to turn that into a greater soul stone again?
Yeah, the old man said I need to give him a really good soul, and I don't think I could trap any good souls in any of these rocks I just made.
We're gonna be completely meta here. Okay, you are a level 0 in both soul stone and in enchantment. So you're welcome to try. Don't get me wrong, but it'll probably, unless you roll a nat 20, I don't think I'm gonna give it to you because you shouldn't be messing with greater souls yet. You're still level 0.
Dude, I
Okay.
would say a natural 50.
I mean, okay, I won't. I didn't know the gap was that great. I thought he needed a greater soul.
Yeah, it's meant as a challenge, as in level up enchanting, become better, and eventually, when you're at the point where you're capable of trapping greater souls, you go back to him. Not do this in one day and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, like the rats that you did, that's a poor soul stone, and then you get the good soul stone, or like then you get to okay soul stones, and then you get to good soul stones, and then you get to greater soul stones, and then you get to excellent stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I wasn't sure how we were doing this. Well, thank you for being meta. Sometimes
Mhm.
I need that. So yeah, I'll spend the rest of the day reading the book then.
Roll 6 more d20.
Pretty decent rolls. Do I learn
Yeah.
any other recipes?
So seeing as how you're still working on the profession and still learning, yes, I will give you one more. Um,
For the record, he rolled a 10, 17, 5, 2, 12, 4, 13, 18, 10, 13, 7, 15.
so being the fact that you're just starting this process and you've got a decent quality, even though it's a low grade enchanting book from your new master, you're picking up new recipes pretty quickly, and you're kind of getting the hang of it. You still have to learn better for writing your runes, but you're still getting there. I'm gonna let you choose. What element do you want?
Um, um, do I recall from memory Sarah using any elements?
No, Sarah doesn't really use elements.
Okay. Electric.
Okay. What's going on with my page? Why is my page all wiggly?
I
Don't
don't
worry
know.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Forget about it. That's it. Forget about it.
Yep. Forget about it.
Okay, so to clarify in here, I see you're all looking at this and I'll click on it. The
Yeah.
electric rune, I put +1 electric W/A. That means weapon/armor. So if you put it on a weapon, it does electric damage. If you put it on armor, it's electric defense. So whatever you put it on, it's how it'll work.
All right. Okay, so being meta here, if you will, if I were to enchant my sword with an electric rune, and I were to strike something completely immune to electric damage, would it still take sword damage?
Yes, it just wouldn't take the electric damage.
Would I still be able to imbue the sword with special properties outside of that electric rune?
Um, yeah, since you have imbue weapon, I'm not going to argue it. Um, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's fine. I won't fuck with your shit that much.
Okay, I mean
Wow, he
this.
likes you.
Yeah, this seems like a win-win. This just seems like a good rune altogether.
Hey, I literally gave you an accuracy potion for free, so eat me.
Yeah, to be fair, it's pretty powerful. If that thing lasts like an hour, that's like a +1 to all your hits for entire battle.
Wait, accuracy for free?
Yeah, you didn't. I gave that one to you when I changed the profession. You only had HP and MP before we started.
That's true. Maybe.
Not
And we're
maybe.
getting
It
some
is
good
true.
stuff. DM's just handing us candy right now.
Well, I want you guys to actually kind of take an interest in professions, and I want you specifically, Drusilla, to branch out a little more because I feel that you have become very
Stagnant.
one. Yeah, your character is like three go-to moves, and that's all she does. And I'm hoping by introducing this profession and giving you some choices that you'll branch out a bit. I know it sounds mean, but I
I mean,
bring
to
some
be
spice.
honest, these runes are just going to reinforce my use of shock and grasp, unless I get some runes that really are, incentivize diversifying my skill usage.
Well, it's only +1 electric, and it's not just for your weapon, it's armor. And again, you're the one who chose electricity. I just
Yeah, I
gave you an
know,
element.
because shock and grasp is pretty much my signature move.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um, but yeah, this is all good stuff. I really need to go out and trap some common souls. So easiest way to do that would be to kill rats.
Well, your day is done. At this point, it's down nighttime.
Okay.
Um, so we're gonna go to Sarah. You want to
Yes.
go? train first. Um,
Yeah, so I want to get there early. I don't know what their work schedule or their training schedule, but I know that they trained. Oh, okay. They trained like in the second half of the day or whatever.
they actually train all day long. They train in groups now.
Okay, that's what I assumed. But I want to go there and like
In a
if
second, my boy wants to ask me something. What's up, bud? Yeah, you can sit there.
it like I if I have to like work my way in between them, whatever.
Well, you can train with them. Like you won't really be affecting anything by jumping in and training. The question is, where do you want to train? Formation training, archery, hand to hand, or obstacle course?
Um,
Since you're only doing half a day, I'm only gonna let you choose two, or you can do one for the full half day.
I'm gonna sound like Don here, but is there any? Have you looked at any meta-wise? Have you looked at any points in like increasing base stats?
Yeah, I'm always good with you guys doing base stat training. I know both you and Donnie don't really like us doing base stat training in your guys' campaigns, but I'm cool with it. I haven't really figured out how I want to keep track of it. Um,
Okay, then in that case, I won't go for that.
well, I think okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Anything up to 20, because 20 gives you the +5 modifier. Anything up to 20, you do training a day or two, I'll actually give it to you if you do like a full training for a day or two. Anything over 20, it's going to take a lot more to get that plus to go up. You know what I mean?
Gotcha,
We could
gotcha, gotcha.
commit a day to a core stat and get it up permanently.
A day or two. Depends on how you do it. It also depends on your rolls. Like, I'm not just going to say you get it. We're going to roll for it and everything else. But I'm willing to work with you guys up to 20 for the core stats. Yes.
So I just realized that my stealth is only level 1.
Yeah, you don't actually actively use it very often.
Can I like do the obstacle course but be all stealthy?
Actually, you know what? I have an idea. So we'll role play this for a second. So Buck, I believe his name was Buck, wasn't it?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Buck.
The arts master.
Yeah, Buck. Buck comes
Yes.
up to you as you enter into the arena and goes, "Ah, Sarah, how goes it? Here to help motivate again, like you did last night. I heard from the troops that you were very helpful."
Yes, Buck. But that's not till later. I need to do some me training first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're all about self growth. You know me. I don't walk around in this heavy armor for nothing. It's all about that personal growth. What are you looking to train?
Um. So there's one skill that I feel like I've lost touch with. Like I grew up learning it, but then in my travels that haven't really kept up with it. So I feel like I lost some. Um, and it's being stealthy. Like I can track animals and I'm really quick, but like I haven't been necessarily hunting so much, and I feel like I need to train on being stealthy with more than just like deer, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do actually. And you know what? I actually have a pretty good idea. Why don't you try to stealthily follow my recruits through the obstacle course? Get them some perception training so they're not just running around, but they can try to spot you as you try to hide from them.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good, good, good. We'll get this started right away. And he calls out to the troops in the obstacle course, and he sets it up, and he goes, "So here's the game. Anybody who can tag Sarah gets an extra day off of their training for the day. Sarah, if you can get through this entire period without getting spotted, I'll throw you a gold coin.
I start to limber up. I'm like, you got a deal there, Buck.
He just kind of chuckles. Okay, so you're doing half a day, so roll 6d20 plus whatever your stealth modifier is.
60 d20. Gotcha.
Not 6d.
Plus, uh, is that add to my agility modifier or no?
Yeah, it's plus your agility modifier.
Okay, so agility
Something how
and
you doing, bud?
stealth, right? Or is it
Mm-hmm.
one or the other?
Yeah, no, both. Do both.
Okay. So
Okay.
an 8, 16, 22, 22, 19, and 18.
So as you're kind of going in, you're feeling a little overconfident, knowing these recruits that you help train. You're like, ah, I'm a hunter, I got this. But immediately as you turn a corner, you get tagged by a wooden pole, and a guy goes, ah, I got it right away, and he kind of walks out of the obstacle course and like walks out for the day. He's done. After that, you kind of get red faced, and you really start getting into it. You're like, you know, maybe I underestimated these guys. So you're much more cautious. At the end, in the middle, you're almost like a shadow in the corners, and nobody can notice you as you follow them through the obstacle course. At the end, you get a little more calmed down again, but you're still keeping a keen eye, and you manage to make it through most of the day without getting spotted. That one mistake, though, did get you tagged. So I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points into your stealth skill.
All right.
And Buck will go, well, I guess you're not getting that gold coin. Got a little cocky there, didn't you?
So next time. I'll get it next time.
We'll see. We'll see. Then you wanted to spend the next half of the day
I want
working
to
with
say
like
him. I told you. I feel like I lost touch.
well, he kind of laughs and he goes, I don't think you lost touch, girl. It's just you got a little you underestimated our troops. I mean, I've been working them hard this month. You two have been gone, and they're taking to it like a fish takes to water. They really want to protect their home, and I can see that in them.
Well, you're doing a great job, Buck.
I'm getting paid to do a great job. I do as good as I'm paid, and Red pays well.
That she does. That she does.
He just laughs. He goes, "So what else you doing for the day?"
I'll go. I'll help out the archery folks like yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, a trained hunter like yourself is probably better at the bow than I am, so
Uh, maybe. I haven't seen you shoot in quite a while, so
I'm not much of a bow. Master at arms, I prefer melee combat.
that's fair. That's fair. Then I head on over to the archery range and start helping people.
Um, Again, roll 6 more d20 plus your charisma.
That is a big old 1.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Now
that's not good.
1, a 6, 3, 11, 19, 13.
Ooh.
Okay, not too bad, not too great. You're still a little kind of embarrassed, even though you did well at the end. You're a little embarrassed by your performance, and you kind of start. You're kind of mulling it over as you get into your training with these guys, and they can notice. They notice you're distracted, and you're kind of like, yeah, good shot. Oh, raise your elbow a little bit. But at the end, you see you're really not helping these guys out, and you kind of berate yourself a little bit, and you get more into it, and get more excited, and help them out a bit.
Making up for it. Good, good.
Yeah.
Or correcting myself, I should say.
Hmm. Okay. So at this point, again, it's now nighttime. You see the arena's clearing out. Buck left hours ago. He only stays for like the first half of the day. Um, So you can either, well, you can do literally anything. But it's up to you.
Um, I don't think I have anything I need to catch up with in town.
I don't think you have anything to do, no?
So I'm gonna uh head to the inn, get some food, and then study my alchemy book.
You head to the inn for dinner. Same time, Drusilla kind of like finally crawls out of her bedroom, and you guys see each other for dinner again.
Oh,
I'm just gonna I'm sitting there just pondering the what I messed up.
So you see Sarah's kind of just sitting there mulling over, eating her food.
Sarah, something on your mind? You seem a little bit down and out.
It's just reflecting on the training. You know, if you don't reflect, you're only getting half as much work done.
I suppose, though, for a rival of mine, I'd expect you to succeed at the task at hand. I expect whatever is troubling you won't last.
Uh,
Actually, pretty nice.
yeah, probably. I just I spent all day training, so gotta just thinking it over. Well, what were you up to today?
Oh, just amassing hordes of power as usual.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Uh, do I want to know how?
You don't need to know how, but I'll share a little bit of that with you when I'm ready.
can't yet. No, no, not yet.
And I smirk. I smirk.
I don't know.
Okay. Whatever you did caused you to speak in code. So, um,
Who's speaking in code?
just
Oh,
I'm just gonna say okay. Yeah. You ready for the raid in what 2 days?
yep. 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah. Did you forget?
Uh, no, of course not. I was just saying the same thing you did. 2 days.
Oh,
Um,
okay. You seemed a little surprised.
Me surprised? No. Ready? Yes. Um, I do need to go do something though. And I finish up my meal and get ready to bolt out the door so I can try and catch some souls.
You go,
You're
oh
not
yeah.
going to bed?
Don't let me
Oh,
stop you.
I thought this was the morning of the next day.
No, this is nighttime.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that. I'll go to bed.
Okay.
I didn't think he meant literally.
No, I had to let my cat out. My door is closed.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, and then he just gets up and walks away.
There's a
Well,
cat that
you
likes
know
to
our
sleep
Donnie.
in my room and just sleep in here, and then they'll just wait at my door for me to open it.
Sometimes I wonder if Donnie realizes that we're role playing.
I
Oh,
don't think so half the time.
Just, just kidding. Just kidding.
Um,
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready for bed tonight.
Okay. So you guys go up to your room. You're gonna spend a couple hours studying again, Sarah.
that is correct.
Okay, roll 2 more d20 for me plus your alchemy skill.
My alchemy skill is a big old 2.
Getting up there.
A natural 20 and a 13.
Nice. Okay, so the unnatural 20. you've been working on it for a while, so I'll give you the fourth and final recipe for this book. As you're reading the book, you finally reach out some of that chicken scratch, and you see the final recipe. I am gonna let you help choose this recipe. But it's not gonna be open slate. Basically, you can choose to either go with a stamina like potion that will, because we don't do stamina, I'm actually gonna make it to where it's like one extra attack for 2 or 3 turns.
Okay.
Or you can upgrade your mana or health potion to where they will become greater mana or health potions.
Um, being the fact that like it's a book in that I think the stamina would be better.
Okay. So it's, if you don't mind writing this down in the professions page, I'm actually kind of multitasking right now. Um, so basically, it's going to be bonus attack. I've been thinking about this for a bit and how I wanted to do this because again, we don't actually do stamina. You'll get one extra basic action as for, since it's a beginner level potion. I'm going to say for 1 turn. Um, yeah, that'll be about it, and it requires 2 ears of goblin plus fresh water and 1 empty vial.
Did 2 years of goblin?
Yep, 2 goblin ears,
I'm
one
just
fresh water.
assuming that all of them take one vial
Yep.
and one
Well,
fresh
for now,
water.
yeah, one fresh water, not two. I know your wolf potion takes two. This is only one.
Oh, so I might have different.
Hmm. Which, I mean, I'm doing it because I want to hold true to like an actual alchemy profession, but the simple fact that you can just create fresh water kind of makes it a moot point. But eh.
Well, I'm saying like empty vial. Like it's not like I need like specific like sacks or one
that'll
pot.
be that'll be later for what I have in mind if you go down any other routes. Like eventually you might do salves and powders and stuff like that. As you level up, they'll be stronger, but they'll have different requirements than water in a vial.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right.
And then as you're reading though, you realize that like the next part of the book is actually kind of burnt, and you can get like bits and pieces of what could possibly be a coherent recipe, but you have the feeling that no matter how hard you look at this, you're not going to get the full picture of it,
Gotcha.
and that you need to possibly, probably look into upgrading your learning material.
Okay. That's good to know. All right, Drusilla, your professions page looks as clean
Here.
as mine now.
Let me see. Oh, quite nice. Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
All right. Then I choose to go to sleep.
So we're going back to, and we are now 2 days away from our big battle.
Isn't it the
At
day
this
before?
point, what? No, you still have 2 free days, basically. Of the day.
Oh,
You got 2 free days. So, on this day, though, there's a difference. When you come down into the hall for breakfast, you notice that Farlight, Sybil, and Bylorn are all sitting at the bar.
Uh, you guys don't normally uh eat here. What's going on?
I choose not to approach him and just grab my food and sit at a table like normal.
Okay,
I approach.
I figured that by the question you posted. But they look at you and go, "Well, we were waiting for you two."
Well, we're here.
Can I preface that I make sure to get like a table big enough for 6 people?
You sure can.
And I don't know if they have small tables or they're all the same size or whatever, but
You're welcome to do that.
okay.
So they notice that you got a table specifically so that 6 people can sit, and they smile at you as they walk to the new table.
I walk with them. I mean, Sarah got this new table. I don't think they were. That's where I was initially at.
Yeah, I assumed that they were like from Sarah assumed that they were here to see them and would much prefer to sit down and chat versus them sit
Yeah,
at the bar in a stand. So I wasn't making myself known. I was just sitting down in case they, and I just made sure to pick a bigger table to make sure that they had room.
I get it. I get it. So you guys all sit, and they go. So, uh, we noticed you guys have been busy around town. We appreciate all the work you guys do for us. We really do. Um, Sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. I had a whole thing I wanted them to speech out, and my whole speech just went poof. Um,
Is it
okay,
about the
so
romance?
sorry, I had to think. So, Bylorn kind of like looks around. He sees Firelight and Sybil exchanging pleasantries, and he kind of huffs and goes, "Oh, might as well just get it out of the way." He goes, "You guys are friends with Malus, right?"
Uh, Loosely.
Who's Malus again? I'm just
Malus.
kidding.
Oh, sorry.
Serious. Like I'm just kidding. Yeah, haven't seen him since we got back. I don't think. Just kind of been preoccupied.
He goes, "Yeah, we get that. We get that. You guys have been doing a lot, and we appreciate all you do. But we need to talk about Malice. He's a
Loony.
pick. Well, yes, a little bit, but we seem to kind of think, and my brain isn't working. I am so sorry. Um, Basically, he's recruiting these people, the townspeople, for his church, right?
Yeah.
But which was all fine and good for a while, but now that we kind of like see it in action, these people are becoming more than just followers of his religion. They seem to be almost fanatical.
Zealots.
Zealot is a good word. And we, as the kind of sort of council, are a little worried that he may be, you know, brainwashing them or any number of things that could cause us problems in the future. Now, take it with a grain of salt because we have no proof. And as far as we can tell, he's done nothing but good. But we're still a little worried with how fervently these people are following him.
I
Hmm.
mean, this isn't surprising at all, honestly. He was always very fervent about his beliefs. Getting anyone under his flock, he was bound to require them to have the same beliefs at the very least.
Uh, I think Drusilla and I have different opinions on Malus. Partly because that they're pretty much sworn enemies, but that's a different story. Um, but and I keep eating, thinking.
Uh, is there anything you're suggesting? Because I'm well aware he's amassing power in the city. I
Uh,
wasn't going to have anything to do with that myself.
we again we have no proof, and this is the hardest part because we're coming to you solely out of a gut feeling, and we know he is your friend, but he's literally conjugated the whole northern part of the city with just his followers, and although they do help, they're also very singular. If you've seen, we've all made improvements, but their improvements seem much greater than ours. And I know I sound petty and jealous, but it just doesn't sit right. So we wanted to bring it up just in case you guys either knew something or were able to ease our worries, per se. Hopefully, he's not trying to convert our entire city. That would be
Wait,
bad.
I want to clarify. What exactly do you mean that they're doing better under him? Like they're stronger than your soldiers that have been training? Or their training is more effective?
Well, not training or power wise. Their buildings are more complete and their structures are sounder, and we've been annexing and paying for as many supplies as we can get, but somehow he's found a way to make it so that his followers have nicer things than the rest of the townsfolk, which is then making more townsfolk want to follow his religion.
Oh, that's actually really surprising. I didn't expect that.
So he's got someone on the inside.
He's got something. We're not sure what. Again, we all of what we speak are just conjecture, but it does scare us a little that he is taking almost too much power,
Well,
and we wanted to bring it up.
Can I do a sense motive?
Yeah, sure.
More or less just seeing if he's being honest or if he has
Ulterior motives.
yes. I see nothing with the nat one.
You don't really sense anything. You don't. To you, he looks genuine, but you're still a little trepidatious because Malice is your friend. So you can't tell whether he's being completely honest with you or if he's lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't assuaged anything.
uh, I'm not particularly concerned about his motives. I just say, um, well, regardless, it's best to wait until after the raid before addressing this. Malice's forces have been quite the boon.
Oh, he goes, well, we weren't planning on addressing anything, honestly. Like we said, he's done nothing but good by us. There's literally nothing we can do. We were just hoping you guys had some information that we didn't, as you are his friends.
Honestly, his ascension to power within the city is much a surprise to me as anyone else. After the stunt he pulled in the Coliseum,
Yeah, yeah, they seem to have forgiven him for all of that. He repents daily for his actions under the control of his father, and he has been very open with everybody about it. And one of the reasons his religion is so popular is not only the increase in their general wellness, but also because he's very honest.
yeah, that's true. It probably wouldn't be hard to get an answer out of him if we were to question him. We just have to worry about how he might react.
That is
Yeah,
our conundrum.
I don't have any answers for you. Like I said, I haven't seen him since we got back.
Yeah, I've seen him once, and I didn't really ask him how he built his church. He had a few followers when I saw him. I didn't realize how quickly it had grown.
Yeah, yeah, he's growing quite rapidly.
Maybe I'll pay him a visit after these raids. Preferably while I'm not surrounded by his cultists. I mean, fervent believers.
They all kind of chuckle at that.
I chime up. I'm like, hey, Drusilla, what cult or belief are you trying to start?
Uh, a belief in myself.
And I chuckle.
Not that funny.
No, I was like, I'm like, no, I was chuckling at what I said.
Oh, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, well, just think about what we said, and we're sorry for putting some suspicion on your friend, but you two are the only ones we could go to about this. We don't want to instigate anything right before the raid, so we really didn't want to approach Malus on it. Um, if you guys learned anything, just let us know one way or the other. If it's all in our heads, we still want to know because then we can, leave him be and just let
No,
him do him.
very much believe the writing's on the wall and it's not in your heads. Nobody as crazy as him builds that much power that fast in a city like this. Not without outside influence.
I kind of just like shrug and I'm like, yeah, if I hear anything, I'll make sure to let you guys know.
They kind of smile and go, "Well, thank you. We appreciate it."
I just kind of nod. Don't say anything.
Um,
So what are you guys gonna do for the day other than that?
I'm going to go kill some
whoa.
rats, goblins, anything small and weak I can find in abundance. I just need 3 common souls before this raid.
Okay,
I'm
so I'll
sorry,
give.
I missed what you said, DM.
I said, "What are you guys gonna do for the day other than that?" Like now, it's time to pick your job for the day. Um. Okay, I'll give you two choices. You can either do the go on patrol and see what you can find in the outside, or you can try to venture into the sewer and see if you can find something down there.
I actually think I have a good idea. Sybil kind of has an orphanage in kind of a slummy area. I don't think it's that bad, but it's slummy. Maybe she needs some pest control. She could direct me towards an infestation. Yep, sewers probably. So it's gonna be my stop.
Sewers, okay. Sarah, what are you doing for the day?
I remember the last time you said like I could patrol on like the wall and possibly see if I can get a preview of what's coming.
It's outside the walls, not on the wall. Basically, you go on a patrol around the city.
So I can't see anything from on top of the wall.
You would
Uh,
on to explain further. They did clear, a decent 30-40 foot radius around the wall that they can see and that they're clear on. But they haven't cleared that much. So you would be going into the forest where they can't see
gotcha.
and exploring around the city.
Um. 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 Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't tell me much.
I think I'll. All right. I'll go sit the alchemist.
You're gonna go to
So,
the alchemist?
yeah, I got the book from him, right?
Yep, you did.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go there.
Okay. So we'll start with you then. You leave in the morning after your conversation with Sybil and Farlight and Bylord, and head over to the alchemist.
Yeah. So I want to walk in and you know see if I can spot the owner.
Yeah, he's there as always. He's back behind the counter, stirring his cauldron, preparing the health and mana potions for the battle to come. Doing his part for it.
Is there a bell to ring or do I call back?
Oh, he sees you, and you
Oh,
see
okay.
him.
I mean, I want to give him a little wave and bring out the old tome.
He goes, "How's it going? How can I help you today?"
So it goes pretty well. I think I've exhausted this book.
He goes, "Yeah, when I gave it to you, I knew that it had suffered badly during one of the old raids. I believe I told you about that, and
Yep,
a
yep.
lot of the recipes were kind of burned out of it."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've learned and helped out a bunch of stuff already. But yeah, I was looking through it, and I think I've gotten all that I can out of this book. Um, do you have like the next one in the set?
See, that wasn't really part of a set. In all honesty, that book was given to me by my master. That chicken scratch in it is his writing, and that's where I learned all the recipes I know. But I haven't personally written any of mine down yet. I probably should, but I don't know, just not that motivated to do so. My suggestion is to find another master alchemist and talk to them. Maybe they have another book they can give you, or you know, are we willing to teach you from themselves? I'm sorry I can't be of much more help than that. You know me, I have my job and my duty to help keep the city safe, and that takes up most of my time.
Yep, yep. I got that. Um, I say if you ever want, you know, to write down your own potions, I'd be more than happy to be your calligrapher.
So I appreciate the thought and the effort. Maybe once the city's safe, that'd be something I'd be willing to do. But for now, I just want to focus on keeping everything going.
All right. Um, it looks like I have plenty of ingredients yet. Um, yeah, I think so. I'm gonna I'm just gonna keep going and work on my craft then.
Okay. So you're gonna spend the day doing your alchemy.
Yeah. I think since the fight's tomorrow, I
Uh,
can. Huh?
I was about to say that's my same thought process. Just put what we've learned to work right now.
Oh yeah, I was gonna take it a little slow, or take it easy today. So I was gonna go in the inn and in my room and craft there.
Okay. Um, Well, I'm gonna say mm, conversation didn't take too long since it was just a conversation. So, if you're gonna spend the rest of the day working on making potions,
Yeah. I'm gonna, I guess, 3 accuracy and then fill it up with health potions.
um, rest of the day, I'll say roll 10 d20.
Uh, 6, 6, 6, nat 20, 15, 13, 14, nat 1, 16, unnatural 20.
Those are your three accuracy, the sixes. So those are just regular. The nat 20 obviously will be a greater health potion, so it'll be +3 instead of +2. Yeah, but the 18 will also be a greater. Sure. So you got 2 + 3. Um,
Wait. Health potion. I got 2 + 3s.
you got one with no modifiers, which you rolled in that one. And then the other 1, 2, 3, 4 will be regular +2s.
So 4 + 2, 3 + 3s. Oh, that's why that messed up. Okay. Mm. All right. So I guess that'll be it for me.
Okay. So, okay, Drusilla,
Yes.
you head over to Sybil's. Thieves Den.
I knock. Have I been knocking?
Yeah, you've been knocking.
I knock.
She answers and goes, "Don't tell me you're going to meet that old man again, you crazy woman."
No, definitely wouldn't want to either. Guy's a creep. I have no business with him at the moment. I was wondering if you had any needs of pest control. Maybe we're willing to pay for such services, actually.
Oh, she goes, "That's what I got the kids for. How do you think I teach them to increase their dagger skills?" Um, Next week will be the big battle. Sarah is doubtful on the challenge of the battle, and Drusilla is cocky as per the normal. So we shall see how they handle it. Will they survive? Will they have to be saved? Who knows? I think they're gonna have to be saved, to be honest. I'm already working on how to save them to make sure they don't die.
And on
Oh
that
boy.
note, AED&D comes to a close once again. Sad face. But we'll be back next week on a normal time. Well, live at least. All y'all listening, feel free to catch us live on Friday nights, US no CST at 7 p.m. Um, yeah, every Friday except like I said, this week is Thanksgiving or holiday week, so we're on Wednesday. Um, but yeah, so this is Bork, Donnie Danger, and Manbear signing off. See ya.
Bye.